Namaskar, good morning, Ram Ram. Welcome to your own channel AC Astro. And today's topic very interesting. Maybe 80% of people had not heard about this. This is your Fortuna point. What is this? Because our whole life revolve around this point. If you know this point, sort out. Otherwise, confusion. So, what is this Fortuna point, and what is this for you? Let's welcome Akash Chauhanji from Calgary, Canada. Namaskar, Ram Ram Akash.
Namaskar, Rohiji, Ram Ram. Yes, today we'll discuss about Fortuna point, very important point in Vedic astrology. Uh, but this is not, this was never ever a part of Vedic astrology in the whole beginning. So, Fortuna, what does Fortuna mean? We can interpret like fortune, Fortuna, right? But there is a deeper meaning to it. It starts with Fortuna, the ancient Roman goddess of fortune, luck, and fate. She was revered as personification of both the good and the bad turns of life, embodying the unpredictable nature of destiny. Her origins are deeply rooted in Roman mythology, though she shares similarities with Greek goddess called Tyche, the goddess of fortune and prosperity. So here is from where the Fortuna came in, and the Fortuna point or part of fortune is a concept rooted in Hellenistic astrology, which was developed by Greeks and later adopted by refined by Romans. Now, Reggie, Hellenistic astrology is very, very much similar to Vedic astrology as well. They also believe in all the nakshatras, like not the same name for the nakshatras, but for the constellations, and also they give importance like how we give importance and associate our astrology with gods and demigods. Same way, they also do the same thing. Now, the Fortuna point or part of fortune is primarily a concept in Western astrology and not explicitly part of traditional astrology, Vedic astrology framework. So, we have to remember that this is derived from the Western astrology. However, some Vedic astrologers adapt or calculate similar points to derive fortune related insights. Here's how you can calculate the Fortuna point using Vedic astrology principles if you're combining the two systems. So, this is a refined way of how to do the Fortuna point. Here, formula of part 1 of fortune. The basic formula in Western astrology differs from day charts when the sun is above the horizon and night charts when sun is below the horizon. Okay, so there are two things. Day chart, those who are born in day, that means between sunrise and sunset, it's a different fortuna point for them. And when those who are born after sunset from the next till the next sunrise, it's a different point for them. For day birth, part of fortune comes when we do ascendant plus moon minus the sun's degree. And same way for night birth chart, it is going to be ascendant plus sun minus moon's degree. So here, everything is about degrees of what you are born, when you are born, and what kind of degree it falls into. Now, sometimes you have to be very careful about the birth details. If you know exactly what your birth details are, then you'll be able to find the Fortuna point very, very easily. Now, the steps to calculate in a Vedic chart. First we have to identify the ascendant degree. Note the degree of the Lagna ascendant in the Vedic chart. Locate the sun and moon degrees. Find the degrees of sun and the moon. And it's in the normal modern softwares, you will just see that, okay, ascendant is this degree, sun is this degree, moon is this degree. Neither of any of these can be retrograde. It cannot be, because sun, moon never retrograde, ascendant never retrograde, nothing at all. So that means all the degrees that you get is very final. Now, once you apply the formula of ascendant plus sun minus moon and ascendant plus moon minus sun, here convert the positions of ascendant, sun and moon into absolute degrees using 360 for the entire zodiac, where Aries start from 0 and Pisces ends at 360. Apply the formula based on whether it's day or night chart. Convert back to signs. Once you have final degree results, place it back into the zodiac to identify the sign and degree of the part of fortune. It is complicated, but it is not that complicated. So if you follow these steps, you'll be able to get your Fortuna point. Now, if you do not get your Fortuna point, we are doing find your Fortuna and get a written report. We will send you the written report saying that, okay, where is your Fortuna point, in what sign and in what nakshatra, and what are the interpretations of it, so that you can book with, in the link below. Now, here, interpretation in Vedic astrology. Now, the house and signs where the part of fortune falls can indicate area of life where you are naturally fortunate, something that is absolutely inherent in you, and in invoking that, or working more towards that, will help you, to grow more and more and more. In Vedic astrology, blending this concept with Arudha Lagna, Bhava chart, or other divisional charts like D9, D10 can deepen the interpretation of fortune and success. If you find out your fortuna point in your lagna, in your ascendant, or in your birth chart, then it will be very easy to interpret in different other charts as well. Okay, now moving on, the Fortuna point, part of fortune in houses, signifies areas of life where you experience natural luck, prosperity, and fulfillment. Now, this video is an interpretation of its meaning in each house for all 12 ascendants, sorry, I wrote descendants, and 27 nakshatras. Okay, so 12 ascendants, 27 nakshatra, where and how, which sign it is there, and what can happen. If you know your Fortuna point, and if it is in the first house, in the sign of Aries, for example, or first house for you, Fortuna in self identity and appearance. It can be your first house, can be any house, but here, if it is in the first house, it is more focused on personal initiative, confidence, physical body, and individuality. Your luck will not come from any other external source. It will come from internal source, from your self reliance, embracing individuality, and maintaining good health. This is first house is a very important house related to health also, wealth also, sorrow also, age also, everything. If your mind attitude is what you can control, then your fortuna will start rising. Fulfillment is found in self expression and leading a life aligned with personal values. Unless and until you are completely devoted, dedicated, and disciplined, you will not be able to achieve anything in this life if Fortuna point is in the first house. Now, when we talk about the first division of the house, or the first Aries sign, there are three nakshatras, Ashwini, Bharani, and Kritika, that reside in this sign. Now, here, if we talk about Ashwini nakshatra, and by chance from 0 degree to 13 degree 20 minutes in Aries is where your Fortuna point is, then fortune comes through healing, quick action, and initiating new ventures. Strong vitality and charisma enhances success. Now, see, Ashwini nakshatra is a nakshatra which is ruled by Ketu Devata, and Ketu is the planet of, what you say. If you see, there are two nakshatras, Ashwini nakshatra and Satabisha nakshatra. They are both related to healing, and Ketu here is a planet that, actually helps us in healing, and fortune comes through healing, quick action. Why quick action? Because if you see the symbol of this nakshatra, they are Ashwini Kumars, they are horse. See the logo of Ferrari. See the logo of big companies who use horse as their symbol, because horse is about quick action, power, running, very, very much, what you say, healing attitude. So here, that is why if Ashwini nakshatra is where your Fortuna point is from 0 degree to 1320, then this is what is required from your end, and you need to any work that you have. You're working in a bank, you should be quick actions is when you will start getting success. For example, if it is in Bharani nakshatra, the symbol is, the symbol is a yoni, the womb of the woman. But otherwise, if you see the deity, it is Yama, god of death. Now, what is the result? Result: prosperity follows discipline, patience, and honoring responsibilities. Creative or reproductive field may bring fortune. This is where your fortune is. And if it is in the Kritika nakshatra, for example, your point, Fortuna point, then luck arises through determination and transformation. Leadership and fiery temperament lead to recognition. There is no other way that recognition will come. You will have to get into Kritika is blade. You have to be that sharp to get, that kind of recognition. And leadership, Kritika nakshatra by deity Agni, razor sharp. You have to be razor sharp. You have to sometimes be a little bit of difficult kind of person so that you can achieve success. Like, you have to be a difficult boss, bad boss, is what Kritika nakshatra is all about. So this happens if your Fortuna point is in the first house and in the first three nakshatras that we are talking about. Moving on to the second house. What if your Fortuna point is in the second house? Now, Fortuna in wealth and resources. So, you know that finances, possessions, values, and speech. Speaking is the main area where you need to be concerned about. Your fortune lies in building material security, managing resources wisely, and staying true to personal values. Prosperity often comes through family or self earned income. Now here we have to be, second house is the house of family values also, but it is more, I would suggest, more house of speaking, like money comes or fortune. It's not about money only, it's wealth, prosperity, happiness, success, and sometimes failure also. Fortune is always good and bad, there is opposites also. So what way your fortune will increase and what way your fortune will decrease is depending on the values of these houses. Now there are two nakshatras which reside here, which is Rohini nakshatra, the nakshatra ruled by moon. But here, who's the deity for this? Brahma, the creator, the god who created everything. Now, wealth and abundance are found in creativity, agriculture, or luxury goods. A nurturing personality attracts prosperity. If by any chance you have second house fortuna point, or your fortuna points lies in 10 degrees or till 23 degrees 20 minutes in Taurus, then this is where you have to start activating your fortuna point by getting into creative fields, agriculture fields, luxury good fields, very nurturing. What is moon is a nurturing planet. What is Brahma? The creator is nurturing this whole universe every time so that it can survive. That's why you have to be in that kind of professions, or that kind of attitude should be brought to life. What if this nakshatra, this this fortuna point uh, resides in the 23 degree 20 minutes Taurus to 6 degree 40 minutes Gemini? Now, if you see the symbol of this Gemini, the Megashara nakshatra is, by deer's head, and the deity is Soma, that is moon god. But the planet that rules is Mars, by the way. Fortune lies in exploration. Such people should be in research, curiosity and communication, adaptability and charm, open doors. This is what it is. This complete Mrigashara nakshatra, if you go and find the, characteristics of this nakshatra, it is all about, searching. It is all about research. It is all about going into depth. It is all about wandering. Such people get very good results from, travel also, or business related to travel is what they should be doing. So if people are looking for business ideas and whatnot, then this is what can help you too much to understand what and how you need to move forward. It's a very interesting topic, Rohit ji. What do you think? Amazing, right? It's Fortuna point. Moving on, if you want to find your Fortuna point, you can get a written report by us, and you can get to know that where your Fortuna point is, what nakshatra it is, what degree it is, and how do you activate it, or what are the areas that you should be looking now for work, or in your current work, what are the possibilities that you need to add to start seeing good results. All the best. Now, third house, Fortuna in communication and learning. Now, this is third house. If you, so you have to do combination. Everyone who's listening to this, you have to do a combination of the house and the nakshatra where it falls. If that is how you combine, then you will get a, like, that is what we are doing the report also, like combination of house and nakshatra, so that you know exactly what are the areas that you need to focus and what are the qualities that you need to build now. Now, here focus will be on communication, siblings, short travel, and skills. Remember, the skills word is very, very big here. Now, luck arises from networking, intellectual pursuits, developing practical skills rather than, talking about I will do this and that. Actually, learning skills, writing, speaking, or teaching may bring opportunities and satisfaction. In fact, when we go to the more depth of it, when we talk about Ardra Nakshatra and Punarvasu Nakshatra fall in Gemini, now here success comes. Look at Ardra Nakshatra. Ardra Nakshatra is a very creative nakshatra. The Nataraja pose of Lord Shiva, where he's opening his hair, it's dancing in Nataraja pose, is all Ardra Nakshatra's representation. What is the deity for here? Rudra. Who's Rudra? A part of Lord Shiva, storm god. Success comes after emotional growth and facing challenges. Strength emerges from transformation and perseverance. It has to be, success will come after deep penance, like lot of hard work, extreme creative force. When Lord Shiva was doing his Nataraja dancing, he was in extreme spiritual pose, and it was not a dance like for anything. It was an origin of some beautiful art, a skill, and that is where your Fortuna point is. You have to invent. You have to, with your deep penance, you have to come out with some skill here. Now, when it comes to another nakshatra, which is 20 degrees Gemini till 320 degrees Cancer, here the deity is Aditi, Ma Aditi, Punarvasu nakshatra. It is all about repeat. Punarvasu nakshatra is repeating things. If your Fortuna point is in Punarvasu nakshatra, you have to repeat your activities. You have to repeat learning your skills maybe once, twice, third, fourth. Your luck will follow with adaptability and renewal. Unless and until you keep renewing, your luck will not follow. Contentment and prosperity are found in family and spiritual pursuit. What is Punarvasu? Punarvasu means just like Punarjanma. It is just like, again, recreation. And what happens? You have to follow family roots also very, very carefully for this kind of placement of Fortuna point in Punarvasu Nakshatra. So absolutely very, very interesting, very, very fascinating. We have gone into all the depth. I don't think so on YouTube you'll find any video who is talking in so much depth with so much clarity. I tried to find myself when I was doing this research, but then when I get into Roman mythology, it gave the real meaning of Fortuna point. That it is, remember, this is not only a point of success only; it is a point of disaster also. If you start working against this, your disaster will keep coming, and you will say, "Oh, there is no prosperity that is coming to me in my life." So this is what the Fortuna point is. Fourth house, for example, if it is in the sign of Cancer or the fourth house for you, Fortuna in home and emotional foundations. Now here, the focus will mainly be on home, family, emotional well-being, and roots, especially where you are origin from. The meaning will come, fulfillment comes from creating a stable home life, connecting to heritage, or investing in real estate. Emotional security and inner peace brings luck. The fourth house is the house that is related to your mother, your home, your vehicles, property. I want to start a business in property. I want to start a business in used cars, vehicles, this, that, whatnot. Everything will depend on the placement of Fortuna point. Here it will show that where the emotional security and inner peace is there, and there, sometimes, like Rohitji, your Fortuna point is in the fourth house, right, Rohitji? It is in the nakshatra of Bharani, and Bharani nakshatra is all about quick action, working in real estate. And I feel, and we have evidence here that when you are working on the real estate channel, it is one of the biggest YouTube channels in India now. Just imagine the Fortuna point, how it worked for you. But because of the mistake that you did, and because you did not have the layers or education that time, it did not fructify for yourself but fructified for someone else. So this is also where Fortuna points comes to a very big focus, saying that how and where, what kind of area we should be working on. Now, Rohitji, moving on, there are nakshatras here which are Punarvasu, Pushya, and Ashlesha. Okay, from Gemini 20 degrees till 3 degrees 20 minutes is Punarvasu nakshatra. Here the deity is Aditi Ma, and here luck follows adaptability and renewal. Okay, we talked about it in the previous sign, but here also luck follows adaptability and renewal. Contentment and prosperity are found in family and spiritual pursuits. Everything is depending on the roots. You have to follow family tradition. You have to repeat your skills. That is what is important. If your Fortuna point lies in Pushya Nakshatra, 3 degree 20 minutes to 16 degree 40 minutes, Cancer, the symbol here is flower, and deity Brahaspati, Guru of gods. Here, prosperity arises from generosity, teaching, or nurturing others. Like those people who want to become counselors, teachers, try to become life coaches. Stability and tradition brings fulfillment. Again, if it is 4,000 by chance this nakshatra, then you have to follow. Number one, Punarvasu tells you about roots of the family. Number two, Pushya nakshatra tells you about family tradition. And third, nakshatra, if it is fall in Ashlesha nakshatra, 16 degree 40 minutes till 30 degrees 30 minutes of Cancer, 30th degree of Cancer, sorry. The symbol is serpent, deity Nagas, and here serpent deities. Fortune will come through intelligence, strategy, and understanding hidden aspects of life. Success can come in occult and research fields, unless and until you have the blessing of nagas, or going into the deep depth. Only nagas, only. That's why serpent are called the we do the kundalini yoga and stuff like that. What? Because that power, that position, that aura of serpent, once you get that, they are the most highest beings known to humans, and they are the one who will bring all this occult sciences, and everything has been generated from the patala. That means from where the nagas reside. So if Ashlesha Nakshatra is where it is, then you have to understand that your intelligence is important. Strategy, those who do not work in strategy, those who do not go in depth, hidden aspects, those who are not taking care of the pros and cons before moving into anything, will not be able to have fortune in their life. If you want to find your fortuna point, you can get a written report by us. Link is in the description, because it's can be difficult in calculation. So if you want to easily get it, it is here. We can vouch here and start doing fortuna point for you, and give you that which house your fortuna point lies, what is the nakshatra it lies, what is the degree it lies, and what should you do, what is the course of action that you should be doing. If you are looking for alternative professions, if you are looking for anything to do with separately, then we can tell you that this is where your fortune lies and you can work on it. Fifth house, very important, very beautiful house of Purva Punya. Here, by chance, if fifth house or fifth sign is when your fortuna in creativity, in joy lies, then your focus will be on creativity, romance, children, and hobbies. See, fifth house is the house that is related to absolute unconditional love. And when we talk about children, it is unconditional love. When we talk about our romantic partner, that is girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever love we love, our husband, wife, it is completely unconditional love. If your wife or husband asks that, okay, we need this, you will just not think about money, and that you'll just get it for them. Same way for children. If they want a cycle, they want a cycle. If they want a bike, if they want a car, they want a car. You will get it for them. Unconditional love. Now here fortune flows through embracing creativity, taking risks. Fifth house, house of startups. It is the time, and enjoying life's pleasures. Murarji Bapu, the big saint from Gujarat, and Osho, Rajneesh Osho. They both made a very big statement. And Murarji Bapu quoted Osho by making a statement that when we die, God is not going to ask that you did this wrong, that wrong, what wrong. He will ask that, what the hell did you do with such a beautiful life in such a beautiful world I put you? You did not do anything good, neither to yourself, neither to the world. That is what God will ask. And here life's pleasures are very important. We should be happy with small and big or small, whatever God is giving, be happy with it. That's what is required to activate your fortuna point. Success may come through artistic pursuits, romantic approach, or connection with children. Maybe you find some woman in your life or man in your life, and suddenly your fortune rises. And maybe if your children is born, suddenly your fortune rises. This is what happens when fortuna point is in this house. Now there are two nakshatras here that are residing. Magha nakshatra, 0 degrees to 13 degrees 20 minutes in Leo. The deity is Pitras, that is your ancestors. Now luck is tied to heritage, leadership, and ancestral blessings. Respect for tradition amplifies fortune. This is the time, if your fortune of mind is by chance in Magha nakshatra, you should be completely devoted towards doing rituals for your ancestors. Not even rituals, just understanding or just remembering them and telling them that the body, the cells, the everything that I have within myself is not mine. It is all coming from you, from the past, my forefathers, my ancestors, and try to pay homage to them. In every tradition you will see that ancestors are given too much of respect, and that should be given, because we should not forget our roots, where we came from, what DNA we carry. It is not ours, it is coming from a generation. That's why we say that the origin of human is from Brahmaji. And Brahma Prajapati made this whole universe. So end of the day, we are no one else but Brahma himself. Only the thing is that Brahmatva, the Mahatva of Brahma, or the essence of that Brahma has been lost over generations. And once we get that back, we become Brahman. Here, Purva Falguni Nakshatra. If by chance your Fortuna point comes and stays in the fifth house in Purva Falguni Nakshatra, or not in any kind of divisional chart, anywhere in Purva Falguni. Here the symbol is the hammock and the deity is Bhaga, god of wealth. Fortune flows through creativity, leisure, and enjoying life. Partnership and artistic endeavors bring rewards. Now, see, if you see both the places, now one, we are talking about ancestral blessings, second, we are talking about creativity, because this is the fifth place where the nakshatra resides. And here, creativity and as well as, ancestral blessings is absolutely important, because this is the house of Purva Punya, coming. What is in the past? What was the past lives, or where was our soul in the earlier state? This is where you know your fortuna point is, and you have to focus on these areas. Moving on to the sixth division of the house, if your fortuna point lies in the sixth division of the house, now fortune is in service and wellness. Work, health, daily routine, service to others is where your fortune is all about. Doctors, engineers, someone who's working for other people, service class people, labor class people, they will see that their fortuna point may come to the sixth house somewhere. Meaning, the prosperity comes through discipline. Work in your work routine, you need discipline. If you are going out of discipline, sorry, nothing is happening to you. Serving others, focusing on health, being healthy, developing a meaningful routine, and addressing challenges builds long-term rewards. This is how you will see that where your fortuna point is. Now, there are three nakshatras which we will be very prominent here. From 26 degrees 40 minutes Leo till 10 degrees of Virgo. The symbol is a bed. Deity is Aryaman, noble companion. Now the stability, partnership and service oriented work attract prosperity. Loyalty and integrity are key. Service oriented work, okay, unless and until you've put any work you're doing, you're sitting in an office writing a file for someone, unless and until you have the emotion of service towards it, you will not be able to prosper. That is the way to prosper. Prosperity will come through that. Fortune will rise through that only. Hasta nakshatra. Here the symbol is a hand, one of the most beautiful nakshatras for anyone to be. And the deity is Savitr, sun god, or we call one of the Adityas. Here luck arises through skill, dexterity, and working with hands. Practical and detail oriented effort brings success. Now, working with hand, what does it mean? Everyone works from hand, but something that has a personal touch, creative touch, painting, pottery. You're not in that business, but if your fortuna point is there, if you want to make your fortune big enough, start working with hands. Get some hand skills to do painting. You may not be a very good painter, does not matter. Start, activate your fortuna point by doing this. Do paintings, do writing, do some kind of drawings, get some pottery items, make pots, use your hands to build something, do gardening with your hands. This is where you will start activating your fortune. Here Chitra nakshatra, 23 degree 20 minutes to Virgo to 6 degree 40 minutes Libra. If by chance here is where your fortuna point is, then this is ruled by, the symbol is a jewelry. Secondly, the deity here is Twashtar, heavenly architect. Fortune lies in creativity, design, and aesthetics. A flair for beauty and originally leads to recognition. Unless and until you get into creative field, design field, aesthetic field, unless and until in whatever thing you are doing, so you are just a organizer in a library, for example, and you have this nakshatra, chitra nakshatra. What does this mean? Organize with creativity. Try to use your design, you develop your design skills in that area. Try to a flair, like, make things look beautiful. That is how your fortune will rise. One story, Rohitji. So here, a king was passing by a small farm. Okay, he saw many crops, in different shapes, sizes. Some people have done, and all the land belonged to the king. And he saw one farm with beautiful architecture in it. He said that okay, these some plants have been planted like this, some plant have been planted like this, and a very beautiful shape. And it was very desirable to actually walk in the farm. So he goes there and asks who's the one who did this, and he's like, there's one father and son duo. They did this. They're two father and son, and they did this. He said using so much creativity in the farm, attracting so much creativity in the farm. Why? He asked the farmer. The farmer said, that God has made this world very beautiful. And if by our effort, with some skills, if we can make it more presentable to the human eye, to the people around us, this is going to be so beautiful. And that's why, the king then awarded the whole of the farm, like whole of his kingdom's land, to him for beautification. He got the job as the royal, what you say, royal Mali, what we say, gardener, royal gardener, to make gardens for him. Just imagine his fortune. What was he? He was just a normal farmer, but because of the creative work he did, the king saw this and he said that this is the person I need for my royal garden. And he was given a royal status. So you never know, in smallest to smallest of work, who is watching you and how it will turn out to be an abundance for you. So this is where fortune lies, in people. Sometimes in smallest of the acts also, fortune can be there. Moving to the seventh division of the house. Now, Fortuna in partnerships and relationships. Now, marriage, business, partnership, public relationships are the focus of the seventh house. And here, luck is found in relationships and collaborations. Balance, fairness, and mutual support in partnerships bring fulfillment. Ruji, I was just going through something, and when we are talking about the seventh house, it is the house of singing, also, by the way. Remember this, music is seen from the seventh house. When we go and do a little bit of research in the Bollywood industry, Jatin Lalit, Vishal Shekhar, Sachin Jigar, if you see Lakshmikant Pyarelal, if you see, there are always partnership, and then music becomes superb. Have you thought about it? Unless and until those people who are doing Nadeem Shravan and what not, I don't know in the Western region, but if you see partnership, and seventh house is the house of music also. Just giving an example that once these people's fortuna point was there, and I don't know if they might know or no, but they came together and suddenly things started working for them. Some people get married and they say, okay, I was just reading one article. One wife and husband got married. They were working in Google with very big salary. They thought, okay, leave everything, let's go to India, let's start a micro farming business. And they both collaborated, started a micro farming business. Now they are earning 40 lakh rupees a month by micro farming. And they started with 600 square feet of space, and now they are in like acres now. So just imagine, sometimes Fortuna point is in that partnership, and people ask, can I do work in partnership? This that Fortuna point will decide everything for you. Luck is found in relationships and collaboration. Balance, fairness, and mutual support in partnerships brings fulfillment here. If you go deeper into it, and if you want to find your fortuna point, where it lies, how it lies, what nakshatra it lies, what degrees lies, and what should I do, here is what you should be looking for. The fortuna point report, you can get it from us. It's a very separate thing. It does not come in any other consultation. It is just a separate thing that we are doing fortuna point reports. You can book online and we can let you know about it. All the best. Here, two nakshatras reside. That is Chitra nakshatra from 23 degrees 20 minutes to Virgo till 6 degree 40 minutes Libra. The symbol is a jewel. Now here fortune lies in creativity, design and aesthetics. A flair for beauty and originality leads to recognition. Swati Nakshatra, 6 degree 40 minutes to 20 degree Libra. This is where Rohiji, my fortuna points is there. Yes, my fortuna point is in this nakshatra, in the third house. Communication is where my fortuna point is. Trying to show courage, try to come out, try to be social, try to be talking to other people. This is where my fortuna point is. I'm telling about me. And here in Swati nakshatra is where my fortuna point resides. So wow, luck will follow through independence and adaptability. Success will come from networking and unconventional paths. Exactly. Success did not come unless and until we came on YouTube. We started networking. We started meeting every beautiful people who's watching right now. And then, things started moving very well. So, Rohitji, this is how. So, destiny was there. I was working hard on different things, but fortune arised when we touched the Fortuna point here. Here, this is how Fortuna point has to be looked for everyone. So, my Fortuna point is third house. And my Fortuna point lies in the nakshatra of Swati. So my third house qualities, that is courage, everything to do with siblings, friendships, hobbies, turning your hobby into your career, turning your skill into your career. What was the hobby? Hobby was always astrology, learning astrology into career. Suddenly things changed. What was required? Luck will come through independence and adaptability. Success comes from networking, unconventional path. Unconventionally go unconventional path. On YouTube is doing such kind of presentations and doing astrology? No one. Everyone comes, sit down, give their gyan and go away. No one is showing facts and figures. That is what is unconventional path that we have taken. That okay, we will break the stereotypes. This is where Fortuna point is, and this is how to activate it. All the best, guys. Here, eighth house of transformation, shared resources, house of in-laws, inheritance, debts, deep transformations, and occult matters are where the Fortuna point is lying for you. Luck emerges through transformation, managing joint finances, and embracing the mysteries of life. Personal growth often comes from overcoming challenges and dumping fears. The day you dump your fear, that you will be able to prosper. There will be a beautiful thing that arises, and that is called luck. Here, there are three nakshatras which we'll talk about. 20 degrees to 3 degrees 20 minutes Scorpio. That is symbol is an arch, or deity is Indra or Agni, and it is the Vishakha nakshatra. If your nakshatra is Vishakha, and this is the place where 20 degrees Libra to 3 degree 20 minutes where your Fortuna point is, then prosperity is achieved through ambition and perseverance. Shared goals and collaboration are beneficial here. Now, here, what does this mean? That prosperity, you will, unless and until you're ambitious, you show perseverance. There is nothing like, if you don't share your goal with other people, or you don't collaborate, it is not going to be beneficial. You are not going to be making anything out of it. If Because see, this is still lying in the house of Libra only. It is only 3 degrees 20 minutes in Scorpio. And what is the seventh house all about? Libra is all about, seventh sign is all about collaboration. So collaboration has to be there, but also the essence of shared resource, sharing things. You cannot be just greedy that okay, I will keep everything to myself. You have to share things, share knowledge. Then your Fortuna point rises. Anuradha Nakshatra, 3 degree 20 minutes to 16 degree 40 minutes in Scorpio. If your Fortuna point is by chance placed here, the symbol is a lotus. Deity is Mitra, god of friendship. Here, the luck flows through loyalty, friendships, and partnerships. Spiritual growth brings fulfillment. Loyalty, very important work. Sometimes we are not loyal in our work. And if you are by chance not loyal, Anuradha Nakshatra of Saturn, it will completely destroy you. So, loyalty is number one required whenever we are doing anything. When we talk about Jeshta Nakshatra, 16 degree 40 minutes to 30 degrees Scorpio, the symbol is a circular amulet. The deity is Indra, king of gods. Now, here, the fortune arises from leadership, courage, and protecting others. Challenges transform into stepping stones. Deity is Indra, Jeshta nakshatra of Mercury. Very, very powerful nakshatra. Leadership, courage, and protecting others. How in your own workplace are you protecting others at all? Are you trying to bully them or protect them? This is where you will see your Fortuna point. Challenges transform into stepping stones. Unless and until challenges are there, you will not be able to rise. Your fortune will not be able to rise. This is how we see Fortuna point when it is in the 8th division here, or in this nakshatra, Jeshta, Anuradha, or Vishakha. When we move to the ninth house, now this is the house of fortune only. Fortuna point. But Fortuna point can be anywhere in your 12 houses. If you move to the ninth house, Fortuna is in philosophy and exploration. Focus, higher education, travel, philosophy, and spirituality. Prosperity is found in exploring new horizons, whether through travel, academics, or spiritual growth. Opportunities come from broadening perspectives. Unless and until you become unorthodox, you will not be able to get your fortune activated here. If Fortuna point is in the ninth house, then you have to elaborate that Fortuna point and make sure that you're unorthodox. You cannot be, you cannot be fanatic. Like for example, I believe in Vedic astrology, but that does not mean I will ignore Western astrology or any other different astrology streams. I will learn from them. I will explore them. That is the way. That is where maybe in Vedic astrology you did not find success. Maybe in Western astrology or Chinese astrology you'll find success. So look at Fortuna Point and try to explore that. Okay, we have to think beyond our religion, our faith, go on a larger, broader perspective. If that was religion and faith, then God, if religion and faith was supposed to give so much importance by God, then God would have created sun only for one kind of religion and moon only one kind of religion. But that is not how God has created everything. God has created everything for everyone. The apple should be eaten only by some specific religious people and not other people. This would have been happened. But if your higher conscious, your higher self starts taking more action, you will get out of religion. You will start going into the real value of life, humanity. And this is what ninth house is all about: devotion towards everyone in this world. Then only you know then that is your religion. I think the religion should be devotion. Everyone's world religion should turn into devotion religion. That okay, we are, what is your religion? We are devotion, devoted towards helping humanity is our religion. Here, there are three nakshatras that we'll talk about here, because here this is the Gandanta point. Gandanta point is from where 0 degrees a nakshatra starts. This is the Mula nakshatra. The symbol is roots, the roots of the plants. Here, that god is Niriti, god of destruction. Luck comes after letting go of attachments and focusing on spiritual roots. Growth emerges from a difficult or unpleasant situation. Remember this: unpleasant situation. Unless and until you are humiliated, you will not understand. If you go to marry a rich girl and the father says, "Who the hell are you? You don't have any value. Get out of this house." You will see that, okay, I will show this person that, okay, what I can become. And then you become successful. Unpleasant situation. In your office, your boss says, "You're good for nothing. Get out of this office. You're stupid, idiot person." Growth will come from this kind of humiliation. You will say, "Yes, man, I will show you what I am." Then that fire comes between you. Destruction happens inside, construction happens outside. This is what is happening. People who are, unless and until you are destroyed from inside, you will not be able to construct. You have to get humiliation. You have to get humiliated. Then only your Fortuna point will rise. Letting go of attachments. Malaysian tycoon, billionaire. I think he has like more than $40 billion. His son became a monk, gave his some everything. He said, "I don't want anything." And at age of 20, not even age of like 50 years age, 20, a young boy, he said, I am devoting myself to the monastery. What happened? Whole world is talking about him. Luck came because he let go of things. Maybe his Fortuna point is in Mula Nakshatra. Purvashada Nakshatra, 13 degree 20 minutes till 26 degree 40 minutes Sagittarius. If by chance in any of the house, and if this nakshatra is, or if your Fortuna point is based in this nakshatra, then if you see the deity is Apas, water god, your fortune lies in determination, optimism, and spreading ideas. Success is amplified by a strong moral foundation. Fortuna point, the house that it is there, and the nakshatra it is there. If you want to go more deeper, from the pada it is there. Who is the ruling planet? What are the characteristics of everything is where your destiny is. This is the calculation for Fortuna point. Once you remove your Fortuna point, which is very difficult, once you get that, exactly you know that, okay, this is what it is, this is what it is, this is what it is. I have to focus on these areas, make this my attitude, and maybe use these kind of professions and I will do very good. Or maybe add these things in my profession, I will do very good. Uttarashada Nakshatra, 26 degree 40 minutes Sagittarius to 10 degrees Capricorn. The symbol is an elephant tusk. The deity is Vishwadevas, that is universal God. Prosperity arises from hard work, truth, and integrity. Long-term goals bring rewards. Such people, Uttarashada Nakshatra, they have to be always thinking about long-term goals, thinking about, truth. Very important. You know why elephant tusk and truth are, what you say, there in this nakshatra? Elephant tusks are not truth. They are not the real teeth of elephant. They are just a protective layer for them. But we say that they're the teeth of the elephant. No. The teeth are inside for which they chew. That is just a false thing to show outside for protection only. Same way, this is what it is. Truth and integrity should be there for all the people whose Fortuna point lies in Uttarashada Nakshatra. Moving on to the 10th division of the birth chart. Fortuna in career and public life. Fortuna, career, status, reputation, achievements. This is what where your Fortuna point is. Meaning that luck shines in professional life and recognition often comes through hard work and ambition. Public image and leadership abilities bring rewards. Very important, very extremely important here. These people are karma oriented people. If you want fame, name, ability, power, rank, professionally very successful, wealth, everything has to be seen from the 10th house. What are the 10th house? Here you see 10th house is also mother-in-law. If your Fortuna point is here, maybe blessings from your mother-in-law will help you, that okay, you just do it and I will just everything will work for you. And see the power that comes here. There are two nakshatras which reside in Capricorn. That is Shravana Nakshatra. 10 degrees, 23 till 23 degrees, 20 minutes. Deity is Vishnu, who's the preserver of the universe. Here, luck follows through learning, listening, and connecting with traditions. Patience and knowledge lead to fulfillment. There are more and more layers to this. Once we know about your Fortuna point, we'll be able to give you more idea. But there are more and more layers to this. And second is Dhanishta Nakshatra. 23 degree, 20 minutes Capricorn till 6th degree, 40 minutes Aquarius. The symbol is a drum, war drums, by the way. And the 8 Vasus, the element of nature, who rule this. Result, prosperity will come through rhythm, organization, and group efforts. Luck through music, wealth, and community. Now, see, this is where wealth is there. So, if Dhanishta, your nakshatra you're talking, so wealth will make more wealth. That means investments, trying to use your wealth for areas like music, community, putting that money in community will come back with lot of fold. So there are so many things, so many layers here which we can go and understand that where your Fortuna point is and where your luck actually resides. If you want to find your Fortuna point, you can get a written report by us, and here the link is in the description below. Just it will say that I want to find my Fortuna point, and you will be able to get on this. And what we will do is send. I was thinking, Rohitji, that rather than sending like report is okay, huh? Report will be sent, but also make a small video and send to people that okay, listen, this is your Fortuna point, this is your birth chart, where it is, and it is right now exactly at this degree here, and what you should be doing. When is the time that your nakshatra is activating? When is the time that you need to take action? That is what I was thinking. So maybe from this written report, we can also do a small video and send people so that they can understand more and more better. Otherwise, what is the use by not understanding things? So let's see. I'll see what I can catch to be done depending on the time, because too many appointments on the yearly thing, so I'm going crazy there. 11th house, a very important house, Fortuna point. Fortuna in social networks and aspirations. Friendships, community, and long term goals are the focus of this house. That means fulfillment comes through friendships. Friend, let's work together. Suddenly, your fortune will rise. Social causes and achieving dreams. Networking and aligning with like minded groups lead to opportunities here. If we see Satabhisha Nakshatra from 6 degrees 40 minutes till 20th degree of Aquarius, the symbol is a circle and deity is Varuna, god of cosmic waters. Here, fortune arises through healing, unconventional methods and innovation, success in science or astrology. Now, this is an important nakshatra related to healing. Unless and until you will start using the word healing in everything you do, like in talking to friends, in talking to people around, working in scientific things, more things related to do with research, astrological research, scientific research on this land, universe, whatnot, research in space, then you will start seeing success. It does not mean you have to go to NASA only to research in space. You can just start your small project that, okay, let me see how. Have you ever thought that, okay, let us see that how the outer world looks like? Let us figure out that what kind of planets are there very nearby, what kind of asteroids are there. So this is a research. You should do this to understand, okay, what are our surroundings? Our ancestors have been doing this. That's why we are able to talk about all this. So you should do this, and suddenly you never know, you make a breakthrough here because your Fortuna point is in Satyabisha Nakshatra, the nakshatra ruled by Rahu Devta. There is no limit of success for Satyabisha Nakshatra people. No limit of success. They can go to extreme level of success. They should just have that, what you say, ambition to get success. Other nakshatra is Purva Bhadrapada Nakshatra. Here it is 20th degree Aquarius to 3 degree 20 minutes Pisces. Symbol is a two-faced man, Aja Ekapada, one-footed goat, the god of balance, the god of the god of people who have disability but they can do extremely well. All these Paralympic people who go and with disability in Paralympics, they win something. This is what this nakshatra is all about, that limitless nakshatra. Anything that you feel that is your disability in life, any feel that you feel that, okay, this is where I feel disabled, is where exactly this nakshatra, this Fortuna point decides for you. Luck will come through spiritual pursuits, transformation, and confronting the duality of life. It is not a very easy nakshatra, by the way. It is a nakshatra of black magic. It is a nakshatra of dark magic. It is two-faced, looking very good on the outer side, very evil on the inside. This is what this nakshatra is all about. Here, transformation is a very important area. Here you have to identify your disability and work on it. That is what you will, that is what is called confronting the duality of life. One way I'm very, very good. What is the disability? My disability can be ego. My disability can be not working very hard, laziness. My disability can be not devoted towards family. My disability can be anything. You have to find that disability factor in you, that, okay, this is what it means and this is where I have to really, really focus now. Very important. This is a very, very awesome nakshatra, by the way. Those people who understand this nakshatra can get the balance in their life with just changing some small things, like transforming their small daily routines. They will be able to transform everything. A lot of, see, this is placed in the 11th sign of Saturn. Okay, Rahu is the lord of this nakshatra. Jupiter is the lord of Purva Bhadrapada. So here, if you see that these are very powerful beings like Saturn, Rahu, Jupiter. Oh, I'm so passionate about nakshatras, Rohitji. I can't even tell you. I love it so much because when you go into depth of nakshatra, you get the answer immediately, that why this is happening. And thanks to all the astrologers in the past and the lineage that has been continuing, people are doing so much hard work. Other astrologers on YouTube also doing so much hard work to bring the truth or bring the light to everyone in the world. 12th house. Now, Fortuna here is in solitude and spiritual growth. What is the focus of the 12th house? Isolation, spirituality, dreams, subconscious patterns, ending of things. Now, luck is found in introspection. Such people are get enlightened, by the way, who have Fortuna point in the 12th house. They are on the point of moksha. Spiritual practices, helping others behind the scenes. There is a very big saying in Hindi. It is called Neki kar kuएं में डाल. It means that just do good and just forget about it. This is what the 12th house is all about. Secondly, there is one thing that is said, that whenever you do any donation, do not let the other hand also know that you did a donation. That's how secret it should be. This is what helping other behind the scenes means. It's you're helping someone without them knowing about it, not making a fuss about that. I helped you. Just suddenly help someone without telling, oh, I helped. This is a photo. I just fed a beggar. That is not how luck works. You never know what's one act of kindness. Who is watching? God is watching that day. I don't know why God was looking at you only and he saw that, oh my God, my being helping my other being without any motive. Let's give him everything. Even not for that, also, just do it. Solitude and inner peace often bring the most profound rewards. Foreign countries. My fortune is not rising here at all. Foreign countries is where fortune will rise. And this Fortuna point will help you understand that where your fortune is exactly residing. Uttar Bhadrapada, 3 degree 20 minutes in Pisces till 16 degree 40 minutes in Pisces is where, if your by chance, if your Fortuna point is, the symbol is a twin fish. Ahir Bodhnya, serpent of the depths. Someone who can go. I call him Sheshnag, by the way. In my term, it is like serpent of the depths is only Sheshnag. He can only go there and have fun there. So Ahir Bodhnya. Here, prosperity lies in wisdom, inner peace, and serving others selflessly. Can you see the nakshatra and the house both have the same quality? Serving others selflessly. What are the people who choose the 12th house profession? Doctors, medical professionals, all the people who do cremation, all the people who do meditation, go into spiritual ashrams, serving other with selflessly, without any. What is doctor is serving everyone selflessly? I know they're getting a salary, but otherwise, if you see, he says, okay, I don't choose to do this. What will happen? They are working selflessly for you. A calm mind leads to success. That means what? This is the very big statement here. What is serpent of the depths means? That go kundalini, get the kundalini awaken. Meditation is the only area that how your success, how your fortune will rise. The 27th nakshatra called Revati nakshatra is here at 16 degree 40 minutes and 38 degrees Pisces. And if by chance your fortuna point is there here, the symbol is a fish and the deity is Pushan. Pushan Devta, the nourisher of the whole universe. Every nourishment that we get is because of Pushan Devta. If you are malnourished, that means Pushan Devta is little bit not happy with your karmas. The nurturing of this agriculture, any agriculture products that come in the world is all because of Pushan Devta. He gives the power to the plant to cultivate. Fortune comes through compassion, travel, and helping others. Look at this 12th house and Pisces sign, and look at travel word for Revati Nakshatra. Revati Nakshatra is ruled by Mercury, something very quick, traveling, helping others, always being success in spiritual or creative fields. Mercury is all about communication, communication in foreign lands, communication or traveling to foreign lands, maybe doing a business of traveling to foreign countries or business related to that has to be seen from this house. Or when if it is sitting your fortuna point in Revati Nakshatra. Now here, if you want to find your fortuna point, you can get a written report from AC Astro. Or we were thinking while doing this video, I thought that okay, written report might not suffice. So we will talk about some kind of what you say. Some kind of area related to like I will make a video also and send it to you so that it is more clear on where your fortuna point is and how you need to activate it. That's what is required. Ruji, what do you think about fortuna point? Is it so damn important, or like why is it so important? Tell me your views about it. We have 3 minutes now. Tell me.
First of all, I want to ask, can you hear me?
I can hear you. There is like band behind you. I think
Yes,
there is
this
one.
video is already very super hit, so people are enjoying it before releasing this video. So that's why I was hesitating to, switch on my audio and speak. But yes, Fortuna point is very, very important because when you told me about this point, I was traveling in train and you told me, Rohit, this is your Fortuna point. And then we go into the past and see the real estate thing done by me 3 years back, how it was. So really this is a magical thing, and I think this is a hidden gem of astrology. So anybody who is struggling in career, especially who is able to know that what I need to do, I'm doing several things but not fructify, but someone who is doing something by mistake and getting millions and millions because he's working on his fortuna point. So this is really very well made video by you, and I suggest people to have fortuna point from you.
I
This is very important. This
What
is
I
important.
suggest, Rohitji, what I suggest is that mostly people should be see. It is not a fanatic approach. It should not be fanatic approach that okay, my fortune point is that I will leave everything and start working towards this XYZ. But now when you know about your fortuna point that okay, listen, this is a certain calculation. It is all maths. There is nothing different than maths. When you know that, okay, this is my Fortuna point, that something related to this only will help me to grow. At least it is worth trying, or putting effort into that area for a specific period of time, so that your Fortuna point, if by reality, because I have been researching on many other people like Mark Zuckerberg, Fortuna point 11th house, social media. Bill Gates, Fortuna point fifth house. What is he? He started a startup, Microsoft, the biggest startup, and his fifth house has Nijbang Raj Yog. It is ruled by what you say. It is ruled by Libra, and their Sun and Saturn are sitting with Venus, and his Fortuna point also lies there. So he started a startup, and things started working for him. So all the peoples who Trump, Fortuna point 10th house, and Sun and Rahu are in the 10th house, in the sign of Taurus. Rahu exalted there. So just imagine, he went into extrovert. But you also see that the Fortuna point in his 10th house is in the second, is in the, what you say, in the nakshatra of Rohini. No, it is, I forgot about the nakshatra. Sorry, I don't want to claim this nakshatra thing because I forgot about it. I was doing so many research, I forgot. But yes, just imagine, in the second house, his planet is there. So I think Kritika Nakshatra, if I'm not, if this is 2 degrees, his 2 degrees is where his Fortuna point is Kritika Nakshatra. Yes, not Rohini Nakshatra. Because from 0 degree to 3 degrees, Kritika Nakshatra in the second house. Anyways,
I don't know other people's, but my Fortuna point is clear. Fourth house. I am sitting in fourth house at my home. Venus, Bharni Nakshatra, and music. Venus is, just at my back.
anyways,
So my Fortuna point is clear.
anyways, all the best. Let's hope that people find their Fortuna point and the area or the position in their life. And Rohitji, I think there's too much noise, so we will meet in next video. Till then, Jai Shri Ram, Jai Hanuman, Jai Mata Di, Jai Mata.